Alright guys, how's it going? Mr. Extra from Team Extra, and I figured I'd go ahead and show you guys like where I'm currently at with my MANNADUIEM deck profile, right? Now this is pure MANNADUIEM with like Scareclaw, right? As you see right card here, but we'll go ahead and get into it. All I can say is I like this version better than the version with Sprite. So let me go ahead and start you off with the most important person of this build. So you're gonna do Visus, right? Visus is the poster boy for this deck, right? He's just been the poster boy for a long time. You're gonna run him as a 3-up. I've seen people run him as a 2-up. Please don't. I'd rather see it 3 times than see it twice. This is your #1 starter. You can go right out the gates with this. Obviously, you're gonna need something on the field to pop, but this deck that's very easy. Plus, you are going to find plenty of stuff to pop as well. So we're going to set him aside, right? And then we're going to go ahead and we run three Room Heart. Room Heart is pretty nasty, right? So Room Heart searches for any MANNADUIEM spell trap card. Doesn't search for monsters though. That's what the Peaceful Planet Aquarium's for. And you can also, like for example, if you have like Rykart on the field, you can Rykart or MANNADUIEM monster on the field. You can pop the card and then special summon this one, so you can kind of use this to get around like dodging Imperm for whatever they're trying to Imperm on the field, like your Rykart. It has to be 1521, 1500 attack, 2100 defense from the pop something that's not MANNADUIEM, so it's only going to be like Rykart, or if you run Cash, it's going to be a little Rise Heart, Reno Heart, whichever. You know, every planet has like a 1521 body. That's a 4-star. That is the #1 starter. But this thing is amazing in my opinion. You're going to run him as a 3-up. He is dire as well. He'd be the second poster child to this deck. Okay. So as for like MANNADUIEM orbs, we run Fearless at 3. Now, reason being is there is 3 different orbs, right? There's Triad, Fearless, and Meek. Personally, the fire one does not matter very much. You're going to want to run these. And what makes this deck go crazy is these are recyclable tuners. When I say recyclable tuners, they their effects when they get destroyed are not once per turn. So for example, if I go Room Heart, pop Fearless, Room Heart special summon itself, Room Heart 1, Fearless 2, engraved, especially summon Fearless from deck, so you can use them in the Chain Black Room Heart as well from like Ash Blossom. And then you'd also run the Meek. Now, Fearless, when he gets special summoned to the field, all your Synchro monsters gain 500, right? And then Meek is the same deal, but when it comes back on its effect, right, it can change from a level 2 to level 4. It's pretty good. So it's level manipulation, right? But these are the 2 orbs I run anyways. Really good, really good. Alright, next we run 1 Rykart, 2 Arrival, sorry about that, and 1 Phobia. The Rykart is easily searchable off Phobia, right? And you're going to get in the Phobia pretty easily too. But there's multiple things you can do here, right? So, Rykart, searchable with Phobia, off Phobia, or you can go Visus, link into Lightheart, get Phobia, search Rayheart, and special Rykart in defense mode, because Lightheart's on the field, as long as nothing's blocking it directly underneath it, adjacent. And then go grab Arrival, and then Arrival is a soft once per turn, so you can like slut shame this thing around really good and get multiple Monster Reborns pretty much out of that. So we're gonna go ahead and get that out of here. That's a very small package. I was doing double Ryphobia, double like 222, but 1 Rykart is fine because you can kind of brick on it after you've already like extended and used Arrival and Lightheart and Phobia. So 1 Phobia, 2 Arrival, because Arrival can also grab Visus out of grave, and then the 1 Rykart. Alright, so there's a couple other little janky things that I do with this. Right now, I'm running one Hero Lives, one Prisma, and that's only literally because this is all I have of this package. So far in testing, it's been relatively optimal because worst case scenario, I normal the Prisma if it's in my hand if I don't have Hero Lives. And as long as I got like Room Hard or Visis or like an Orb in my hand, then we're good to go because Prisma, reveal Astrolaud, dump Visis, it becomes Visis. And at that point, special summon on Orb, so you just have another body on field in case they try to hit your 1-up. You would link this off into Lightheart and like start your rotation right there too, realistically. But if you get the orb on the field first, because the orbs will special summon themselves from hand if Vices on the field or 15/21s on the field, then like say if they get rid of your Lightheart and everything, you still have an orb on the field that you can like room hard off the field or use a Vices from hand, whichever, to like kind of keep it spinning. Personally, for this package, it's 50-50, but it's a 1-card combo into Baron. You'd need 3 Hero Lives. In my opinion, 2 would suffice. I don't think you need 3. Then we run 1 Merly, just for the time being. Make Spren, dump it off after we made Astrolaud, make Drake or Stapelia. And then lastly, we run Obsession at 3. This card is crazy. I don't care what anyone says. It is disgustingly crazy. Pop one of your monsters on the field, and you get to search for Peaceful Planet Calarium. And then after that, you can also banish it from graveyard to special summon, like Visis or one of your 15/2100 stat monsters in your hand, so like a Rykard or a Room Heart. It's just free all around. We run one Imagining with it too. Imagining is like an in-house Pot of Greed. You reveal a MANNADUIEM card or a Vices out of your hand. You draw 2, and then you put 1 card in your hand on the bottom of your deck. I've used this many times to fix my hand, to turn it from like an hand to a doable hand. Then you can banish this from grave, and then you can target one of your level 4 15/2100 stats or Rykard Room Heart, and make it a tuner as well to do extra free Chicken Tindy tuner plays, guys. Okay, so we run the 3 Peaceful Planet Calarium, cards busted, and we run 1 Reframing. I'll explain everything. Peaceful Planet's busted because it searches for one of your MANNADUIEM monsters, and when a tuner is popped on the field, destroyed by battle card effect, you can special summon one from graveyard. The exact same thing, realistically. And then all your light monsters will scale 100 per tuner you control and in your graveyard. And then the Reframing is a searchable counter trap Omni Negate that is our in-house out to Dark Ruler No More when we make our big fat boards. It's good in-house to Dark Ruler No More. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to go into the extra deck, and then I'll show you guys my side patterns. So we'll do Link Monsters first. 1 Lightheart, just to search for Wreckphobia and to kind of do some free Chicken Tindy plays. 1 Spren. Spren's mainly here to dump morale, so you get a Stapelia. Cross Sheep, this thing goes hard, this thing is crazy. Cross Sheep helps set up your bigger plays, Cross Sheep will help you get like 2 additional bodies for free more or less if you just make Astrolaud into the zone it's pointing to. And then let's see, other Link monsters. Tryheart for some early floodgating control if we need to do that going out the gate. Say you lose a dice roll but you can't like full board it because they're stopping you with hand traps and whatnot. Make this thing and pass turn, and as long as they don't get the imperm, you're good. Then 1 access code, because access code is crazy. You said, let's say you go first, you build a board, right? And then you build your board, but they end up cracking most of it, and then it goes back to your turn. They're not dead. You can't kill them, but so you swing down all their shit, and then you roll the rest of their field because access code, and then these you're gonna get 3 pops. You're gonna get the Cross Sheep, which is Earth. You're gonna get the Spren, which is Fire, and then the Lightheart, which is Dark. All right. Alright, so that's all the Link monster lineup. Now we're gonna go into like the fusions. We have 1 Astrolaud. You'd want this as a 2-up. I only have 1. I'm looking for a second one. I can even show you what to take out in this case if you decide to follow this list. And then the Stapelia, where you'd make Extra Loud off Contact Fuse, and then you'd link in the Sprint, dump Moreau, and then shove back Extra Loud for Stapelia. And then typically, if it's you had a really good starting hand, you're going to be remaking Extra Loud again right after that. Synchro lineup is pretty standard for a deck like this. We have Charge Warrior, draw a card, Coral Dragon to draw a card and pop Floodgates and stuff. Then we got Stardust Dragon, because he is a 8-star dragon monster. You'll learn why in a second. Crystal Wing, because he's the same thing, but he's also a negate. Baron, which is very standard. Chin-Ying, which is really good this format, and if you set up your board, you're going to be setting that reframing, so therefore you can force Chin-Ying's effect on their turn and be extra disruptive while leaving this in offense mode for the first turn out. Chaos Angel, busted card. Good going first, good going second, doesn't matter as long as you make sure you use light and dark and you get the full chicken tinny effect of this thing. And lastly, Bestial Daspater. This thing is disgusting. If you get into this combo and where you get this on the field, you pretty much have a huge advantage, because you can just shuffle back banish cards and negate or pop stuff depending on how you want to do it. And this thing is just a whole ass house by itself. 3,500, big beater. Alright, I'll show you guys my side patterns, and then that'll be it for now. Remember, this is a work in progress. This is subject to change, post-ban list, obviously, and then Duels Nexus, it gets support. And then one after that, it gets support. So this is like the rough draft before everyone hops on the MANNADUIEM bandwagon, because, guys, it's coming. If they hit cash, where are all the cash players going to go? They're going to hop over on the bandwagon. So 3 Kaijus. I got 1 Dust Kaiju, 2 String Kaijus. It would be 3 String Kaijus, but you never know. You get the situation where you have both these in hand. You give them the String Kaiju and then special summon the Dust Kaiju to your field. That's a free body right there. Then we have 3 Ghost Ogre, just because super heavy samurais in the format. And Ghost Ogre and the Prodigy is laughably good right now. Just laughably good. And then I also just realized, guys, I will finish the sideboarding pattern, but we forgot to go over the hand traps that I run on the deck. Sorry about that, guys. I'm getting ahead of myself. 3 Judgments on the side for judgment reasons. 3 Dark Rulers to break boards. 3 Ghost Spells because fuck Superfactorial, fuck Gimmick Puppet, fuck Expulsion, fuck a bunch of those cards. Now, let me go ahead and elaborate the actual hand traps in the main deck. Sorry about that, guys. So, Gamma Driver. This is for Droll. This is for Shifter. And this is for, because we run a lot of cards that search, right? So like field spells, searches, and stuff where we don't have a monster on the field. So this is very live. This is live consistently. Droll. Main deck, necessary, super good. This format explains itself. Ash. It's Ash Blossom. What more do I need to say? Searching cards and then denying your opponent the search is pretty good. Then 3 Imperm. Realistically, though, this is where I'm at right now with the deck. Sorry about not doing the side deck before my hand trap lineup. This hand traps, these are all main decked. We're at a 40 card deck right now, by the way, boys and girls. That is all I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the content. Like, comment, subscribe, and we're going to be back for more, as usual. So, guess what? You know what to do. Subscribe.